This month, the Knights of Columbus shine the local community spotlight on Autism Services and Resources right here in Connecticut, and we would like to welcome the Director of Outreach and Special Projects for the ASRC, Kim Newgass. How are you, Kim?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Is this your first time on CT Style?
No.
No? Second?
Second.
Third? Fourth?
Second.
No. Okay,
Second.
only do that.
Second. I was here the first time when Teresa was sporting the bling for the first time.
Okay, so now she's sporting
something else.
There's a little baby there. So let's talk about how you got involved with the organization and autism in general.
Well, actually getting involved with autism was something that kind of fell in my lap because my daughter was diagnosed at age 3. She is now 25. So this has been pretty much a lifelong passion here in terms of her lifespan. It's been her lifespan for the passion piece of it. But yeah, really working with families and helping them understand what we're up against, because back 23 years ago when I started, there really wasn't much of an internet. So working with families on one-to-one was really the way to do it. And quite honestly, it's the best way to do it now too, because the support pieces are really, really important.
We're going to talk about the support pieces shortly, but what's the most eye-opening thing that you learn as a parent with a child with autism?
Oh my gosh, it is 24/7, 365 days a year. It does not stop. It's relentless. And it can be extremely difficult, but it can also be just plain wearing. So respite pieces. Having family, again, we go back to that support system of having people that'll come alongside of you, help you where you need help, provide information, provide babysitting service, that sort of thing. Really, really important in order to be able to maintain your sanity.
Yeah, and I feel like at the same time, though, it's also a gift because you're given an opportunity to really help somebody throughout their life and help them grow.
Absolutely.
And with your organization, that's one of the ways that you're able to help them grow.
Exactly, exactly. And really what we're about at ASRC is walking that daily journey of autism with Connecticut's families. So from the point that you get that diagnosis all the way through individuals that have autism spectrum disorders into their 50s and 60s, we're there to be helping the families, helping the caregivers, helping the individuals, so that there is this nice continuum of support that's there, and that's what we're about.
How many adults are living in Connecticut right now with autism?
We're guessing it's around 1% of the population, so somewhere between 40 and 45,000 people.
And how many are receiving funding and assistance?
Well, those that are under age 21 are being taken care of pretty much through the school systems. That's the way the delivery, the service delivery is done in the state of Connecticut. But once you hit that age 21, you kind of fall off the precipice a little bit, and there really isn't a whole lot out there. As far as a program that we have through DDS, we're looking at serving, I think it's in the neighborhood of about 100 people, which is not a lot when you're looking
but
at
it still
thousands.
Helps.
It still helps. We have a long way to go. It's great. It's a foot in the door, and we're happy to be promoting that. We also just this year started a training program, an employment training program, wherein individuals that have particular skill sets can be provided some training opportunities to kind of provide that transition from, okay, I've been through the transition program at school, now how do I actually apply some of these things in going into the workforce?
Yeah.
So we're looking at doing that. Again, it's a very small number of people that we're working with at this point, but you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, and one of the ways that we can help, we have the upcoming walk, which is going to be a great time.
Absolutely.
We have some pictures here, which I'll let you kind of walk us through.
Okay.
So.
Well, this is one of our groups that that takes care of the moonwalk and the bounce house, which are huge huge features for any event, but particularly interesting to those on the autism spectrum. This little gal, she is so sweet. We were doing face painting this year. And we have any number of other activities that'll be going on. We welcome dogs.
Oh, there you go.
And we do give a prize for best decked out dog. There's all kinds of other, yeah. And this was one of
Bubble
our
wrap.
best features. We have a company that provides us with these giant sheets of bubble wrap. And along the walk route, we have a lot of entertainment and stops and goodie give outs and things like that along the walk route. But the bubble wrap stop definitely is the most exciting.
Or the pie eating.
Or the
you can't
pie
forget about the
eating,
pie
or
eating.
the Jello eating, or the whatever they decide to fill the
Any
things
eating
with. It's
is
eating.
is
Yes,
key.
eating
And
contest.
Jim Watkins is going to be there, of course.
He
His
is our
son
honorary
has
Grand Marshal,
autism.
yes.
So that'll be great having our very own News 8 Jim Watkins there. And one of the points I think that we should really drive home, it's important to help the people with autism, but it's also important for people like you and I to learn how to communicate
Exactly.
and grow with other people with autism.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that we're really hoping the walk event is going to be able to do, that we will actually be able to help those on the autism spectrum kind of be able to integrate a little bit better with those who are not on the autism spectrum and those who are not on the autism spectrum to come and understand a little bit more about what it's all about.
Well, it's going to be a great event. It is ctautismwalk.com. Make sure that you go to the walk. Jim Watkins is going to be there, of course.
Right.
Kim, you'll be there. It's going to be a great time.
Sunday, May 3rd.
And we want to thank the Knights of Columbus for featuring you in this month's
Terrific.
local
Thanks so
community
much.
spotlight. And coming up, Teresa sits down with